So if you watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I'm a big fan of the Instant Pot and I love making recipes. So today I'm going to go through a butter chicken recipe that only takes 30 minutes from prep all the way to being ready to serve. So it's really quick, it's really easy, it's the type of recipe that I actually prefer because I don't want to be spending hours in the kitchen. So if you've got an Instant Pot or considering buying one, hopefully this recipe will persuade you. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need to do is melt the butter. So on your Instant Pot, select the saute setting, add 3 tablespoons of butter, add 5 cloves of minced garlic and 2 inches of minced ginger. Just to make my life easier, I tend to use this little device to get it all minced up really quickly. Next we're going to add all the spices, and what I like to do is put everything into one little bowl. So we need 2 teaspoons of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, half a teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. So then we add all the spices into the pot and give it a good stir. Cook for about a minute. And if you find it's getting a little bit stuck, then just add a little bit of water and scrape it off with a wooden spoon. Then we add 425 grams of passata. The passata sauce can be substituted with tomato sauce or a can of plain tomatoes that are blended and sieved, and a 1/4 cup of water. Remember not to add too much water because the chicken is going to produce enough liquid in the Instant Pot to come to pressure. At this stage we can switch off the saute setting. Earlier I prepped all the chicken and I find that using chicken thighs add more flavour as opposed to chicken breast. So get around 900 grams of chicken thighs, skinless and boneless, and dice them all up into little bite-sized pieces. I like to cut all the fat off. Most people like to keep it on because it adds a bit more flavour, so it's a personal preference. Once all that's ready, next add the chicken pieces to your mix and give it a thorough stir, making sure all the chicken pieces are coated in the spices. Now you can secure your lid and select the pressure cook setting. Put it on high for 6 minutes. You can use chicken breast in this recipe, and if so, set the cooking time for 5 minutes instead of 6. And if you decide to double the ingredients, then you don't need to adjust the cooking time. The Instant Pot usually takes around 10 minutes to come to pressure to start cooking, and that's when the 6 minutes start. As soon as the 6-minute timer has elapsed, quickly release the steam and then carefully remove the lid. Now we're just going to saute it for a little bit longer. So select the saute setting and stir in 1 cup of heavy whipping cream or double cream, or you can even use coconut milk, and that just gives it that creamy velvety consistency. It's best not to add the cream before pressure cooking as it might separate, and if you want a creamier texture you can add in more butter after the pressure cooking is complete, and just allow the sauce to reduce a little, and if you need to, add a little bit more salt. Give it a taste and then you're ready to serve. I either like it with naan bread or chapatis or even rice. And if you feel like, you can garnish it with fresh herbs like coriander, mint or parsley. And that's it. You should be ready in 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it because I've been loving it. And this Instant Pot is just so convenient when it comes to cooking that it's got me excited about cooking again and exploring different types of recipes and cuisines. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out more details on the Instant Pot. Otherwise, I hope it tempted you to try this recipe out, and I'll catch you in the next video.